What's up, YouTube? Stack 44 coming in with another video. 10 Commandments of Dating. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to all the new subscribers. I want to thank everybody that came over from Coach Warren's channel, Grown Man's Business channel, showing me support. I appreciate you guys. If you don't know who those guys are, go like, comment, subscribe to their channel. But let's get right into the 10 Commandments of Dating. So I always talk about plan, purpose, and program. The 10 Commandments of Dating is your program. If you knew me and you came to my house, you had to take off your shoes coming at the door to come through my house. That's my program. And that's no different than this list that I'm gonna pull out for you guys of what I feel like the 10 Commandments of Dating is for me. Now, if you got any comments or anything to add, put it in my comment section. But these are my 10 commandments to start off dating. I got more rules and I got more boundaries, but these are the first 10 to get you in the door for me to date you. Now, talking to a person, that's a different story. For me, dating them and taking them on a serious level, this is the list I apply. First list, put God first. First, number one, put God first. If you think about any successful thing you did in your life, God had to be in the center of it. Now, I don't want you guys to think me and Coach Warren is some religious freaks because we always say put God first. But at the end of the day, God is the beginning and your end. So you have to give a glory to him. But at the same time, I'm not telling you guys to be all holy and religious. I'm just saying always notice that God talked to you through people and use situations to get your testimony out of it. So always remember, he's the beginning, he's the end. He knows your expiration date. You don't know it, but he does. So always give a glory to God. Number two, date what you're attracted to. This is a big one for me because I feel like people, they date out of their range. You need to date in your range of spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And if you're not attracted to the person physically, then it don't really get your foot in the door. So it's a waste of your time and theirs. So always date what you're attracted to. Some people go buy a big old house, but they can't put the furniture in it. But what's the point of having a house? And people are dating like that. They're empty. They get this beautiful woman or nice looking man, handsome man, but they can't satisfy that person. So date what you're attracted to, not date what you lust for. Number three, I do got my notes, so you'll see me looking over there. Set boundaries. What I just said pretty much about the boundaries of why when people come in my house, they had to do certain rules. They just had to run by your program. So always set your boundaries, set your list. You might get some off my list, or you might already have a list of what you feel like you should have in your life. You always should have a standard and the boundaries for yourself. Like I said before, when you love yourself, you will recognize when other people love you, and your self-respect is the only validation you need on this earth. Now, you selling out for social media, that's too bad, but at the end of the day, you should know who you is as a person. Number four, now date only people after 6 months that they've been out of a relationship. I recommend that. I recommend that you don't want to be the person's painkiller after a relationship. Like Coach Warren say, you don't want to a person monkey branch on you and you be the painkiller and you be the rebound person. So always make sure you date somebody with a clear mind and clear understanding that they're over the last situation they're in. And if it's something like a 20-year marriage or 10 plus or 5 year, that person might need 2 years to heal. I was married for 8 years. And I'm just now getting really dating seriously or thinking about doing it, but I'm getting myself right first. So that's just a little side note. Okay, number five, don't bring people around your kids if you have them. Now, if you don't have the kids, make sure you strap it up. Birth control, don't go out there and have unprotected sex with somebody you barely know, because that could be a headache in the future. 18-year sentence, it's not worth it of dealing with a stranger. You know, unfortunately, the child will be put here, but God don't make mistakes with putting people here, but at the end of the day, you don't want to make the mistake of dealing with the wrong type of person and have to deal with that nonsense in between the child. But at the same time, on the side note, what I was saying about the children, if people bring you around their kids, that's not good. And you should have a rule that you don't bring people around your kids. Number 6, date people like, I was like, so basically I'm saying number 6 is like date people that give their testimony to you about how God worked in their life. If they can't give you a testimony about how where they got where they're at now, on a positive note about God or how things worked or a loss of a loved one or how they got pushed through it or any type of testimony, you shouldn't be dating them, because at the end of the day, a lot of narcissistic people don't believe in God. They got a lot of trauma bond issues and closet things from the past that they're going through, and they mad at God. So if you look at my video, Easy to Let Go and Let God Deal with It, that's some of the stuff I'm talking about. Number 7, background check and lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying go pull up their name on Google or go look for their social security number and find out background check. But I'm saying when you around this person, family, friends, social media, check on how they live their life. Check on the receipts in their life and see if that, the family and the family will tell a lot about a person, and friends will tell a lot about a person as well. So check that out. Because if their friends always run to the club every weekend or doing something stupid, you don't want that, okay? So that was that. Number 8. Number 8 is stop texting, start talking. You should always want to deal with somebody that show you their character. You cannot find a person's character about a text. They can write a good text, but they can hand the phone to their sister or their cousin, or vice versa, their brother or they whoever, and write you a great text. But that does not judge in their character what they wrote, because what you write, you can write it up. You can look in a book and write to somebody and steal their heart. And I know women, I know you're more worth giving yourself to a man off of text messages. So remember that your worth is always important. I know it's the new age of the right now movement. When you type something up and get it, you can order food, you can do anything on your phone. You can get Uber Eats, you can get an Uber, and you can get a partner on Tinder or POF. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure you judge a person's character. Number 9, meet up for the first 2 dates. Now this one right here it's like close to home with me, because I feel like you need to meet up for the first 2 dates. I'm gonna give you guys 2 stories about why you should meet up for dates. Back in 2005, I knew a young lady that had a daughter that was like 21 years old. Long story short, she went out with a guy. The guy was a convicted felon, and when she was with this guy, he took on a high-speed chase and had an accident, crashed the car, and he died instantly, and the girl died instantly. So you have to meet up and judge a person's character when you do this dating, okay? Another side note, if you guys look at the national news, I think it happened in December, a couple met on Tinder. I think the girl took an Uber to the spot, met the guy, and then had a couple drinks, jumped on a motorcycle with the guy, fell off the motorcycle, and died. And like 9 cars ran over. So you got to watch who you trust when you go out dating, period. Man, too. Like me, I had a situation. I met a female and went to her house. It was about 10 years ago. And I went over there and I was chilling. Next thing you know, somebody banging on the door. It was her ex. He was standing outside stalking the house. He keyed bitch on my car. So at the end of the day, I ran outside. He seen how big I was. He ran. I couldn't catch the dude, but I had to deal with bitch on my car for a couple of days, so I took it to the paint shop. So make sure you guys know, what type of character, what type of person, and you can see facts on people in their eyes when you talk to them if you're trying to keep it real, if you're a people person. Just be careful. Number 10, watch how a person controls their social media, and make sure you control your social media. You don't want to give off if you go on in a club and you throwing money, you get what you're attracted to. You know what I'm saying? If you showing booty shots as a woman, then you gonna get a man that's gonna want to just see your booty, and then at the same time, if you get a man like that, you lose a man like that. So at the end of the day, you know, make sure you watch what you do on your social media, period. Watch their social media, and it tells you a lot about the person's character and what they're about. So those are my 10. And if we could talk about one more time, we'll just go off the list. I would just say, put God first, date what you're attracted to, set boundaries, only date people 6 months after they've been out of a relationship, don't bring people around your kids, date people that can give a testimony to you about how God worked in their life. Number 7, background check, watch their lifestyle. Number 8, stop texting, start talking. Number 9, meet up for dates. And number 10, control your social media. So in the comment section, please put down what would you add to the list. I would love to hear from you. This is Stack 44, about to sign out. But just remember, set your boundaries, set your 10 commandments of dating, and let's stack up our lives. Stack 44, peace.